Alright, so I know it's a big thing in the game dev community of just like figuring out how to get motivation to work on a project, because a lot of the times you literally just start burning out on a project, you just can't work on it anymore, and it sucks. It happens to me all the time, and it's really annoying. So I'm just going to share a lot of the stuff I learned about like how to kind of fix this and how to get the motivation back. So first off, what I try doing is I work on something small, so just a very tiny minute feature that is still kind of fun to implement. I'll just like try to get that done so I can tell myself like, look, I'm making progress, and sometimes it brings the motivation back. I'm gonna be honest, not a lot, but you can try it. Something that does really bring motivation back is whatever you really want to work on the most on whatever game you're working on. Whatever aspect you've been dying to work on, just start. Even if it isn't gonna work that well, just start. Obviously, don't complete the entire thing where it won't work with everything else. Like, make sure you're reasonable about it, but at least get started on something you really want to work on. Another thing I do that actually really helps is I write a list of things I need to do to complete whatever part of the game I'm working on. So for example, in this Mr. Beast game I'm working on, I have a Notion like to-do list right here of all the things I need to get done to complete a level. And this has actually been extremely helpful because I could just go through the list and start checking things off. You basically go like Super Saiyan, bro. You're just like speeding through the list, checking everything off the list. It's really nice. That's super helpful to me. Now, this one's actually really important long term. Change up what you work on. If you've just been doing like programming the entire time, just take a break from that. Do some art, do some polish, like change up what you're working on in the game, which aspects you are, because you can easily get burned out just focusing on one. That's a pretty big one. Another one, just take breaks. When you're working on the game, take breaks. You feel a little bit tired, just stop, because you don't want to burn out, because then when you burn out, you have to do this whole thing. So taking breaks, honestly, just avoids a lot of this. So don't overwork yourself, okay? I know crunch is like a huge thing in game dev, and sometimes you gotta crunch, okay? That's just how it is. Sometimes you gotta crunch, but if you can avoid it, I would just say don't. But yeah, and sometimes you just don't want to work on the project anymore. That's completely fine. That's probably not the answer that people are looking for, but that could be it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna be trying to post these videos every other day, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.